Welcome to Three Dudes and a Lady. Join us for a little inspiration, a little motivation, and perhaps a way to cope with your day. I am Mike Jones from Virginia, and my gratitude this morning are the conversations we have before recording is on and how they somehow fit into Jay Shetty's message.
And good morning, everyone. My name is Earl Rule, hailing out of the beautiful state of North Carolina, where hopefully the rain will stop. And my gratitude for the day is how we reward ourselves for good, healthy habits and building good ones.
Ooh, two philosophical gratitudes right out of the box, so why stop? My name's Jay Anderson. I'm from the wild, wonderful state of West Virginia. My gratitude for the day is, wait for it, wait for it, the daily life lessons that I learn.
Hey guys, I am Christine Wright, hailing out of the great state of Florida. My gratitude is not philosophical, it is just for date nights.
Oh, yay! That's awesome.
Yes, I love date nights. So today, Jay Shetty talked about body budget, right? Now, when you first hear that, you're thinking, what is this about? But he talked about how our bodies talk to us, right? And he was stating that thinking is not our brain's primary function, but how our body is doing is. When levels get too low, our body and brain will give us internal messages, right, to fix that problem. Your brain notices that you are low energy, for instance. So it's going to send you a signal to eat, but it doesn't maybe necessarily send you the signal that you think you're going to get, right? Like the stomach growling. So instead, it might send you an emotion, right? That's where the hangry came from, right? Like people that get hangry. But reading your body is a skill that's going to require some training, right? It needs, like, it has to be something that you do, right? When we notice emotions pop up, we can pause and check in to see what our body's actually telling us, right? When you attend to your body's basic needs like water and sleep, you're going to develop a habit to do a body check first before you act on your emotions. So are you aware of your emotions, like your physical needs and how and when you can incorporate a body check into your normal flow? Like something we need to do, right? Like Mike and I did this Wild Fit program last year and it was amazing. Like such a good program. It gets you healthy, it gets rid of all your processed foods, right? You're eating extremely healthy, right? Um, but the thing that he talked about a lot was drinking water, right? Because sometimes we may actually feel hungry, but we're really not hungry. We just need water, right? That was like a big thing. It was saying like instead of eating when you automatically feel that hunger, try drinking water first. And if you drink the water and you're not hungry anymore, guess what? Your body just needed water, but it's a way that our body communicates to us that we automatically think we need food, right? When actually that's not in what we need at all. We need water, right? Now, sometimes your body may be telling you that you need food and you go eat the food, right? But a lot of times if you drink water first and that's what, and it stops, you just need the water, right? You guys got anything on this one?
Oh my gosh.
Jay, you want to
This
go?
is one of those topics that are absolutely off the wall. I'm going to defer to my distinguished platform peoples here and let them go.
Oh boy.
Go ahead, Earl.
Well, Christine, for me personally, I'm finding that I need more water actually from like a clock schedule between like 11 and 12 or 12 and 1 in that area because when I've used up all that energy morning, whatever routine that I'm doing, whatever it is I'm doing, my body, either mental energy or physical energy, usually by, I would say about 11 o'clock, my body's telling me, okay, you need to fill up. Now, for me personally, plenty of Deer Park water. There you go. I drink about 2 bottles of that. And I also have to remember to take my vitamins. So, yeah. But self-care, even throughout the day, at certain points right before lunch, that's a lot of times your body's telling you, yeah, you definitely need water because if you're an early riser like me, have been making sure that you got that water. What do you mean, Jay?
He's not
I'm
an
not an
early
early
riser.
riser.
Oh, you're not early. Oh, I was gonna say,
No.
yeah. Well, so some of us are. We have no choice. But yeah. But on that note, by keeping our bodies nutritionally balanced, like for me personally, if I had not had my lunch by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, my body is giving me nasty signals. It's like, where's my food? And then we're not talking cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or anything fatty. I'm trying to balance myself lunchtime, eating like a salad or something a little more healthier because I feel that it just brings me the energy that I need to carry throughout the afternoon. And a lot of you watching, that you got to balance yourself to get you through the day. Now, everyone's different. Some people don't have lunch. Maybe they'll just grab an apple or maybe an energy drink or whatever. I don't know. But know your body and know your signals so you can get you through your day.
Mike, I'm gonna throw something out there for you because I know like you'll go down this rabbit hole with me a little bit. Think about like our ancestors, right? Our ancestors didn't wake up and eat breakfast, right? It didn't happen. But all of a sudden, we're waking up and thinking that we need to eat breakfast, even though our ancestors like they didn't, like they had to go out and find their food, and they ate whenever they could eat. It wasn't like they just went in the pantry and got Doritos, right? They actually ate when they could eat. So they didn't just wake up and start eating cereal. So we got to think about it in that point of view, right, Mike?
Can I just step in real quick?
Yeah.
On that note, when you get up in the morning, I think the first thing you need to acknowledge is you got to have some kind of liquid, even coffee or water, something, because your body just rested and it's time to recharge right away. So that's key. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, first I was going to say is we haven't entertained the thought of having sponsorships on this platform. But Deer Park, if you're
Deer
listening,
Park.
call.
Bojangles, Culver's.
I thought the same
Interesting.
daggone thing, Mike. That was hilarious. Oh,
Interesting thing about uh, your body and the signals it sends, and I'll get to your historical perspective in a minute, Christine. But I started a new weight loss journey with a medical group. And I've had 2 appointments so far. And they do this, they do this scan where they're telling you a lot of things about your body and so forth. And both times that I've gone, they're telling me you're dehydrated. And part of the goals of the program is to drink like 64 to 80 ounces of water a day, which I had no problem doing. When I either drink a bottle of water and finish it, which is 16 ounces, or I have a glass that I like to use that holds 16 ounces. So, like when I take my morning medication, 16 ounces of water. And I said, the only thing I can figure is the coffee is offsetting the hydration, maybe.
Absolutely.
I
The
don't,
coffee's definitely
yeah.
offsetting the hydration.
But help me out with a memory here. There was a movie about a guy who it was Danny Glover, Kelly McGillis, about the Amish. It had to he witnessed to a murder with an Amish kid. Um,
yeah. Hang tight. Keep going. Keep
I'm
going.
not that person, but Jay is.
and dang it, I can't think of a guy who was in Star Wars. He was in it.
Yeah, Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, thank you. But it was a lot of it was, he was hiding from the bad guys in the Amish community, and he had to disguise himself as the Amish. But a part of that also was adapting to their lifestyle, right? And you're right. You got up in the morning and you milked the cows first. You didn't go have breakfast first.
Right.
And breakfast cereal wasn't even invented until like the 1910s or 20s when
And
Kellogg.
those are the companies telling us that we need to eat breakfast.
Exactly. And telling us that we need to drink orange juice, which is,
Full of sugar.
yeah, I was going to say it's got a golden sugar. Uh, so, no, and, most of us, unless you live in Florida, oranges and grapefruit weren't natural. My
No,
mom
and they're
told
not
me,
even here naturally. I mean, they're
yeah,
south, way south.
yeah.
Yeah.
My mother used to tell stories about getting a banana if she was sick as a child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, to help with the potassium.
Yeah. So the stuff we put in our bodies, while it's convenient, it may be greatly lacking in nutrition. So those body signals you're getting, maybe your body's screaming at you to eat better, not more.
You need
Yes.
more fruits and vegetables.
And at that
Yeah.
time, they called that modern medicine at that time.
Uh-huh.
Just, Mike, you brought up, you made me think. General Mills, just thinking out loud, off the
Mhm.
subject, is the modern day Google.
Mhm.
General Mills knew how to captivate, as no different as the modern day Google does. But that it's interesting how we're perceiving this, all of us. Okay. Mine's not food based. Body budget to me is sometimes about emotions. And I wrote some notes down. So I'm going to throw a little winch in how the narrative's been up to this point.
As you often do.
And I apologize for that.
We love you, Jay. Go ahead.
No, I don't.
Let's see what you got.
The comment was made to Jay Shetty. What sensations are prevalent? He said that. That was the question. He asked that questions. What sensations are prevalent? Body budget is not necessarily just based around food or, okay, my body says this, so I'm feeling this or whatever. So, do a self body check before acting out on emotions was another comment that was made. At the end of his segment, feel free to add this to your favorites,
Mm-hmm.
meaning this is one that needs to be revisited for that friendly reminder. So all those things were said. And then I started thinking, Christine brings up the three guys, the three dudes bought in the gratitude in a very philosophical way. We were trying to some deep type ass meaning, whatever, but it was what we were feeling at that present moment. Okay. Christine brings in a body budget gangbanger for gratitude. It's called date nights. It's not based around food. This is based around emotions. What does she feel on these date nights? And Christine, I'm not going to pre-fill your words. I'm going to pre-fill what I thought you may be thinking. Happiness, a sense of calmness, a sense of pride. I think all those were wrapped up when you go out on a date. I actually took my wife to dinner this week. We normally don't eat out much, but I took her to dinner. Damn, I felt good. It was nice. It was refreshing. And there's another thing I felt. I felt safe. We don't talk about those things,
Mhm.
but I did feel safe. And I suspect, Christine, when you were with Mike, that is probably part of a feeling. Your
And the
body,
connection,
excuse me,
the connection,
the connection.
right?
Perfect.
No distraction, no kid, no, none of that, right?
So your body's telling you not only that you need nourishment, I mean, your body notifies us that, but it also tells you when you need positive emotions. Your body tells you that. You've heard me use the phrase, my give a shit meter got pegged. My body was shutting down. I couldn't take any more of the negativity in my brain. I could not allow that to go. So my body just shuts down. And all of a sudden, it's the craziest thing. You're standing there and a big sigh just comes out of your mouth. It's gone. Now, how from 2 seconds ago could it be the weight on your shoulders to 2 seconds later, it's gone? And I think the reason that Jay Shetty said add this to your favorites is we need that friendly reminder that whether it's food related, that could be, okay, look, I'm having stomach pains. And it's funny because before we started Jay Shetty, we were talking about food, stomach pains. We were talking about the body. And then all of a sudden I mean, it's amazing.
And it
Sometimes
was before we ever knew the title of what
before
Jay was
before we
talking about.
knew the title to what Jay Shetty was going to discuss, we're talking about something. Folks out there, this happens so much that it's eerie sometimes.
It
Uh,
is.
Yeah.
but there's connections to be made. Coincidences. I'm not sure that coincidences really happen. I think things just come naturally because it's meant to. So my body budget and the message that I feel like Jay Shetty shared to me and my take was don't let our body mislead. Maybe, again, we've said this. There's a lot of symptoms to a problem, and sometimes we recognize the symptom and we overlook the actual problem. So I think that's a little bit of the message that I received from Jay Shetty. And it's just so interesting to me.
So I want to go back to something we started talking about earlier. Um, we all agree that children are probably more susceptible to emotions than most adults, right? And we talked about breakfast cereal. I'm gonna give you a list. Toucan Sam, Snap, Crackle, Pop, Horny, Quake, Quisp, uh, the Sunny from Cocoa Puffs. Uh, yeah, I think I can think of more, but I think I've made my point. Children are being targeted with characters promoting unhealthy food. And how many times have you ever been to a grocery store with a child? Mom, Dad, I want that. I want that. So, the shiny object. And I'm sorry, we all know that stuff is easy to serve, but it's nutritionally crap.
Well, Mike, you gotta remember back in the day, I want to say it was in the 70s when that was a big thing. The marketing companies like that, they were very clever to target the kids because they knew they would respond to it and the parents would see it. And they were very clever because they knew if the characters knew how to sell that product in it was going to take off. So, and I was born in '69, and I remember back in the '70s when those products were big. At the grocery store, oh, mom's gotta buy it. This cereal for the kids. Gotta keep them happy. Oh, that's sugar in the morning.
And
Anyway,
if you don't know the history of like USDA promoting people drinking milk because it's healthy, they had a surplus of milk after World War One. What do we, and the USDA said, what do we do with the surplus of milk? We increase a need for milk, a want for milk. Hey, prior to that, hey, my grandmother made milk, I mean, biscuits with buttermilk every day, but she didn't really drink milk. What was her generation?
Yeah, and like think about it, like our food, like when we were going through the Wild Fit program thing, they talked about milk in general because like the regulators had to go back in and approve like more, what's it called? Um it's like inflammation in cows, like where their udders are like bleeding or leaking. And they had to go back in and approve a higher amount of that to go into the milk because the cows are unhealthy, right?
Because
So
they couldn't control it. Yeah.
no, they couldn't control it. So they said, okay, well, we'll just allow more to go into the milk. So we're eating and drinking that, right, in our foods.
Yeah.
And they allowed it. Like we didn't get a say so in that. The regulators just went in and said, okay, we're going to allow more of this to go into the foods because we can't figure out how to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then we're the ones suffering from it because guess what? That's going into our bodies, right?
Yes.
And I'm from Wisconsin, so I love milk and cheese and all those things. Like, love it.
I'm from West Virginia. Same.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. But and we have to be aware of that, right? We have to be aware of those things. Like after you drink milk or cheese or anything dairy product, take a body scan of how your body feels. Like, do you feel like you got an allergy? Maybe you shouldn't be drinking that anymore, right? And where do you think lactose intolerant came from? Like the body just the immune system can't handle it. Go ahead.
I said enough.
Yes, enough. We're done.
Right. But also, as our bodies get older, I mean, when we were teenagers, yeah, we were probably chugging milk. But as we get older in age, sometimes things change in our body. Now we can't take in so much dairy because of health concerns. And that's something I think that you have to monitor in yourself when you do self checks on your body. Okay, what has changed? What I need to do to change that. So,
Right, for
Another
sure.
great marketing campaign. Got milk?
Yes.
Got milk. Got beef?
exactly.
Where's the beef?
Our happy cows live in California, right?
Yeah, the far side cows. Oh,
But apparently
folks.
happy grapes live in California.
uh, yes, very true.
For
Guys,
sure.
I think it's easy to see that we're not licensed therapists. You just witnessed a prime example of what makes this platform so awesome. Everybody had slightly different takes and a subject that we all four listened to at the same time. And there's beauty behind that. That's what makes this so much fun to me. I hope you guys try to join us on a daily basis and get a little bit of that body budget action in your mind. It is very important.
And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more of this content. And we certainly hope you'll come back and enjoy us for more. And enjoy your day. Peace.
This.
Jeez.